Largest number at least twice of others. In this problem, we're given a nums array that is filled with integers, and we need to determine whether the largest element in the array is at least twice as much as any other element in the array. If it is, we need to return the index of that largest element. Otherwise, we need to return -1. Go ahead and look at example 1 and example 2 to understand the problem. But moving on to the code, what we're going to do is we're going to create two int variables. The first one, int max, which is initially equal to 0, and int position, which is also equal to 0 initially. Then we're going to loop through the elements in our nums array. So for int I equals to 0, as long as I is less than nums.length, I++. The first thing we're going to do is the following. If nums at I is greater than max, then max is actually, or rather let's put braces, then max is equal to nums at I. So we're going to loop through the elements in our array with max starting at 0. We're going to compare our max, which is 0, to the first element, which is 3. If 3 is greater than 0, then our new max is going to be equal to 3. And then we're going to do the same for the rest of the elements. So now with our max being 3, is 6 larger than 3? Yes, it is. So our new max is 6, so on and so forth. And also what I want to do is I want to track the index of that largest number, so position is equal to I as well. So every time we update our max, we're also going to take note of which index it came at. Now in an independent for loop, we're going to loop through the elements one more time. So for int I equals to 0, as long as I is less than nums.length, I++. And what we're going to do is the following. We're going to check if nums at I is not equal to max. Then what we're going to do is we're going to check if nums at I times 2, and this has to be in an if statement. So if nums at I times 2 is greater than max, then what do we need to do? Instantly, we need to return -1. So we're going to check if the current number which we're on in our array is not equal to max, because we don't really care about checking our max value. We're going to check everything else. So essentially, while nums at I is not equal to max, if that number times 2 is greater than max, like they said, we need to return -1. And if we successfully terminate from this for loop, which is right here, then we just need to return position. So let's submit our code and see if it works. Accepted. So that was the largest number at least twice of others problem on LeetCode. It's an easy problem. I hope you found that video helpful, and thanks for watching.